All right, in this presentation, we're going to go over something a little bit different of logical operators. So this is yet another comparison, and let's take a look to see what this entails. So our objectives here is to identify different types of logical operators, see what the Boolean values would be, and look at different evaluation rules. So your logical operator types are going to consist of these. So once again, we have a double equals to, which means basically it is similar and tests if the conditions are going to be true. Next one is conjunction. So that means it's going to test to see if the conditions are going to be the same. So in a moment, we'll have a little matrix of a table to identify that. This is a disjunction, meaning that it returns a true value if one of the statements is going to be true. And then we have not, which is negation, which is going to give us a reversed result. So false is going to then return a true. So again, there's going to be special needs when we're going to utilize the not function. So if we take a look at this a little bit more deeper, the logical operators of the double equals to, and, or, and not are also going to be referred as Boolean operators. And the Boolean operators are going to operate like this. So the and the or operator are going to need two operands. And what we mean by this is we need to compare two elements here, which then is going to be evaluated to a true or a false. So if we take a look at this, we're comparing operands and the conditions must be the same. So let's take a quick example here. So we have operand 1, that results in a true. Operand 2 results in a true. And when we're doing the anding, the true and another true is going to result in true. If we had a false and a false, that clearly would be a false. So again, we're going to have a matrix table coming up and identifying this. So utilizing this in code, for example, or just a little snippet here, we have 7 less than 9, which is true, and we have 10 greater than 2, which is true. So overall, it's a true statement, so that's going to result in true. So we're looking at the truth tables in terms of a logical operator utilizing and. So you can see that we're comparing two things and using and. So when we have true and true, that is going to result in true. True and false, that's false. False and true, that's going to be false. And false clearly is false. Again, this is our operand, expression 1, that we're comparing to expression 2. And the thing is, we're also not limited to just simple two expressions. We could have multiple expressions that we're comparing things to. So now let's take a look at the logical operator or. So once again, we're going to be comparing things. So in this particular case, only one operand needs to be true. So let's take a look at our scenario here. So if we have one operand true and we're utilizing or false, that's going to result in a true statement. So if we take a look at this particular one again, so we have 7 is less than 9 and 10 is less than 2, so that's a true and false. So it's overall going to create a true condition. So when we're utilizing or, so this is a truth table based on the logical operator or. So again, we have an expression 1 or expression 2. Again, one of these needs to be true. So true or true is going to result in true. True or false is going to be true. False and true is going to be true. And then false and false, that is going to result in a false. And we have one more, a logical operator of not. And that is going to be a not operand only needs one operand or one thing to test out. So we're doing the opposite. Which means basically this. A true expression, when we're utilizing not, and this would be the symbol that we would utilize, is going to give us false. And a false expression here, when we end up utilizing not, is going to give us true. So again, it's just the opposite. So this is going to be for our next lab, 5-minute code lab 04C, for our logical conditions. We're going to create a integer and string variables. We're going to utilize the logical operators to get a Boolean value. And then we're going to utilize fstring to display the output.